Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brightops, and welcome back to Crusader Kings 2. Warcraft Edition Vulpera Rises. And we are making progress. We are definitely making progress. I checked... just before we started recording, I checked how much of Vol'dun we actually need before we can declare ourselves king of the Kingdom of Vol'dun. And we are currently at 40%. We do, however, need 51. Which is problematic in its way. Like, Can we offer vassalization? No, we do not have enough power to make them our vassal. Can we? Well, here's the thing. I kind of want to bring the Bonetails into our empire, simply because they've got... I'm pretty sure if we can claim the rest of their stuff, then we can... Well, if we can claim the rest of their stuff, then we can effectively make ourselves the proper nation. However, we are at a bit of a problem since King Rastikan is currently trying to vassalize them. That's a bit of a problem, because if they get vassalized, then we don't have... if we want to declare war on them, we're gonna have to declare war on all of this. And that's just... no. No, no, no. So we're going to take a bit of a gamble here. We're going to join the Bonetails, Vorak, in his war against King Rastikan. War is joined. We're raising what armies we can. At least we've sent the thing that we're joining the war. It needs to be accepted. Yep, they've accepted it. Admittingly, we don't have quite as many troops as I would like. Okay, the destruction of the Dark Portal and the dark magic of the Shadowmoon clan have done their dark deeds. Draenor, the home world of the Orcs, has entered into its death throes. Earthquakes perpetually tear apart the crust of the planet, while the ocean and sea collapse into the nether. Steams of fell burn out what was once fertile meadows. Draenor's end is at hand, and there is no chance for salvation. It is unlikely that Azeroth's inhabitants will ever truly know what happened to this untamed planet, but they will definitely remember the decisive victory over the invading forces found beyond the Dark Portal. However, there are reports that Nathuzar, the former Orc shaman, and his clan managed to save themselves, throwing themselves into the Twisting Nether by escaping through one of the portals Nithzul himself created. Not great, but... oh well. Oh, and look, and the Lich King is now a thing. So we're just going to pause it right here. Yep, the Scourge is... yeah, Scourge is now up and around. Though they don't, surprisingly enough, they don't own all of Icecrown. Like, there's still this large chunk of Frost Vargul in the center of Icecrown who aren't loyal to the Scourge, the Lich King, and that's gonna be an interesting development, to say the least. But right now, we've got stuff we need to do. Namely, we need to win this war for the Snake People. Because us joining the war to help him is... it's helping out, basically. And we want to We want to at least win this war. Because if we can keep them independent, we can declare war and just claim them elsewhere. God damn it! We were just a... Well, shit. Well, this isn't good. And oh look, there's the Cult of the Damned. Cold lands of Northrend have never been famous for their hospitality, and not every traveller there is willing to talk about the darkness hidden in the depths of the frozen wasteland. Something is lurking in the snow, continuously watching the whole of Azeroth. It is waiting for a moment to present itself before beginning its dark ascension. There are rumours of some renegade wizard has been seen in the northern villages of Lordaeron. Seduced by the power of dark magic, he has reached the bleakest corners of Icecrown and returned to fulfill his new master's will. The necromancer is searching for new followers and people to join him. They created a new sect called the Cult of the Damned. Okay, so they're now a thing. Okie dokie. We have... Well, we have two options right now. We can either save up our forces a bit and thus declare war on Rusticon to try and basically pry some of his territory in Vol'dun away from him, so that we can become King of Vol'dun. Alternatively, we can make the decision... of this will be as far as we go, and... Well, we could try and just take the land from our ally. We can't declare war on them because we don't have a valid thing. But... Wait, who the hell is this? And why is he... Why do you have an undead bloody... Hang on. How many people are... Not that many. We can't quite kill him, but... Okay. We need to remove some of our... We need to work on some stuff. Because I know for a fact that we'll try into a business sense. The reason I'm swapping from war to business is simply because if I can boost stewardship a bit, my hope is that I will then be able to... Basically, it will boost the amount of terrain I can hold, and thus people won't be upset and we won't have the negatives that comes with taxation and recruitment and all that stuff. But... let's see, what do we have for options? Let's see, tribal colony there. Can't afford one here yet, but with time and money we will. Alright, societies, Shadow Council, Twilight's Hammer, and Cult of the Damned. Shit. So annoyingly, we've got very limited options pushing forward is this thing. Let's see. What can we do? What can we do? Let's see, those no, those are vassals. Do we have someone in the court who... Well, the reason I got this piece of bloody Nazmir was literally because I wanted to have something for... Basically, so I could give some land to my children, so I can split it up amongst my kids. Admittedly, we're trying to set it up so that we can go into a merchant republic, and thus we won't need to worry about it so much. But... let's see. But at this time, I don't particularly want to give... Because I could very easily give this piece of Nazmir to... Oh, shit, I accidentally invested in it. Oh, whoops. Well, I'm going to spend some of my prestige into boosting a bit more of our stuff. I mean, we might as well. Okay, and my son has come of age to get an education. Let's see... And he is going to be learning how to fight. Just like his mother. Let's see, Castle Shipyard has been built in Bone Trail. We don't... Okay. Alright. Annoyingly, a part of why we don't have as huge an army as we could is literally because we are a tribal government. We don't benefit from these areas that used to be that used to be feudal, that used to be a part of the kingdom. Kingdom of Vuldan. However, I'm hoping that once we get stuff organized, if we can actually repurpose ourselves into a merchant republic, then we will be able to benefit from these places properly, and not only that, but also just this land we're holding here will be uplifted as well. Okay. Let's see, what do I want to do? It's piety, tap... City vessel. There's no real point having much in... You know, we'll grab tolerance simply because tolerance is useful for us. Because it just makes life easier when it comes to dealing with different cultures and stuff like that. So... yeah, it's just a bit easier. Though these guys don't like me. And here's... Wait, what war are you fighting now? Oh, you're fighting over here. Okay, that's fair enough. You're kicking the Hosen out of more of your terrain. That's fine. Though... how many troops do you have? You've got about 4,000. Let's see, I want... No, I don't want... Yeah. Because I don't particularly want parts of bloody Nazmir. Because I could fight over this. But, or I can do what... Well, we can't actually afford it, is the problem. Okay. Plus side, this place is starting to be... This tribe down here in Arsend Nesmir is actually starting to bloody come together. In that, yeah, it's now only minorly depopulated. And we built a little village as well. So yeah, some more money will now be coming in from it. It's a little wealthier, but I will admit I didn't intend to invest in it, since I do fully intend to pass that one along. Honestly, I might just give it to one of my kids, just so that when they're actually old enough to manage land of their own. See, so why do you not want to be... So for starters, we're not overwhelmingly powerful enough to do it. If we were the King of Ul'Dun, we might have a lot more going for us, but at the moment we don't. The fact that we're a foreign culture doesn't help, but... Something we can do. We can release them. We can release this little our tributary state, and so that we can declare war on them. That is an option. It would cost us a fair bit of prestige to do, of course, but it is something we can do. But you know what? First things first, absolute tribal organization. I want to be a bloody merchant republic. So you've approved. I've received word that our spy master is making steady progress in search of the artifact. Because yes, we started searching for an artifact, and he is spending money to do so. Okay, we can adopt... We have a choice now. We can actually adopt a merchant republic. Let's say... We have the choice. We can adopt feudalism, which will convert... It would convert our holdings into castles, or we can convert into a merchant republic. Now... I'm going to just double-check something real quick before we do this. Just to cover my bases, because I've never played a Merchant Republic before. I just want to... Ruling feudal. I'm just making sure that if we do go with the whole Merchant Republic thing, that... Let's see, Structure and affection of dogmen, laws... It's not really saying if I can... if there's a problem... Okay, hold on. Trade posts and friendly dues, changing the capital. Annoyingly, it doesn't really say is the problem. If I can't find anywhere that's saying that if we go Merchant Republic, we would be able to take advantage of the feudal lands we already have. So, annoyingly, we're going to just adopt feudalism, because as much as it sucks, I kind of wanted to do the whole Republic thing, but some of our core if we do this, and some of our core lands would not be useful to us. So we have now been upgraded. We have gone from a tribal to an actual bloody. We have gone to an actual king. So let's see, Crown Lords of the Empire of Zandalari apply to the High Lordship of Sitor. Okay, so... Alrighty. So how the hell do we... Okay, in order to change succession inheritance law, we are going to have to upgrade our realm law administration to lates, from feudal to lates. So, yeah, we'll work on it. But at the moment, we're making progress. And we need to start... First things first, I'm just going to create a few vassals. Just no big deal, just some minor peeps. Create vassal, because we already had some. But at least now we should be able to... Yeah, we'll now be able to benefit properly from everything we had, everything we did. And I think this means... Ah yes, our council has also been rearranged somewhat. And that's fine. Because... let's just have a quick look at our economy. Yeah, we've sent our taxman to Sithralis to try and... well, gain as much cash from it as possible. Because... well, it's our richest province. We might as well. Okay. Oh yes, we need a new witch doctor. Alrighty, 1 second. Wait, what? Oh, your witch doctor's idle. Okay. Let's see. We can research some cultural tech while we are at it. Alright. Let's see, they like us, but we're still... while we are technically no longer tribal, we're not big. We're not the king, so we can't actually bring him to heel. However... alright, we're gonna do... ooh, shit. Ooh, we have taken a hit to how much land we can bloody look after. That is not great. But we've released them from our service. We're going to declare war because I want to force their vassalization. we can't force their vassalization because we don't have the prestige. Or a rightful claim to their lands. Let's see, dispute for a non. God damn it. Okay, he also doesn't like us anymore. Probably because we bloody abandoned the thing, but that's fine. Wait, do we have, like, a treaty thing with them now, or... No, apparently not. It's just it just means we just don't have the money or prestige to bring them to heal or something. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're sending Mira down there to basically fabricate some claims. And try and get some stuff going for us. Let's see. See, Nash is still amazing. Very nice. Daughters are coming along okay. Son's already just, so very good, boy. Very good. You want... What's happening over here? So you're... Oh, the Zandalari are fighting the Dark Spear from the looks of it. Yep. Yeah, Zandalar is making a push, but though, to be fair, the Dark Spear are not taking shit from no one. They've literally launched a counter-invasion, and... So on the looks of it, appear to have actually made a landing. They seem to have mauled the Zandalari army. At least before it had the chance to gather. Let's see, don't have the wealth for a border dispute. Let's see. Okay, we can't make it a tributary state, which sucks. What's the difference between tribute and tributary state? The income... Tributary states. Through war, you force any realm one of your you or one of your tributary states border to pay you 20% of their income and 15% of their levy reinforcements as tribute. We'll only break free if the Zarazon has negative prestige, is not independent, has less realm size than the tributary state, or declines a defensive call to arms. This type of tributary state cannot be called to war. Let's see. Actually, can we... Is it worth it? Because how much... What troops do they have? Okay. I think we might be able to make this work. Because from the looks of it, the Zandalari army is currently over in Darkspear territory. At least the bulk of it. If we want, we could... No, that is insane. Just I feel like just right at this point in time that if I was to try this shit, we would be killed. We would die if we tried to bloody make them make them a vassal, a tributary state. God damn it. See, behind your shoulder is not the first dozen fights in which you actively train the skills of possession of weapons and hone the tactics of combat. The knowledge and experience you gain made you stronger than before. So we're a skilled rogue, rank 5. Okay. And oh yeah, we got the little ding. Nice. Let's see, there is always a place at my table and a warm spot in front of the hearth for all the old men and women who have served me before and now have nowhere else to go. Their stories delight everyone, and I see no need for them to be forgotten after long lines of hard work for me. So some courtiers think it's good too. So, yeah. Because we're a nice person, one of our courtiers appreciates us being a nice person. Good. Good. Actually, this is me just thinking aloud. Because if I bring these guys back in as a tributary state, because I'm stronger than them, I've got more... I had more of an army than them. Though I now have the options of expanding into bigger and better things, obviously. And as soon as these goddamn modifiers can go away, we'll have a stronger foothold than before. But okay. Gonna spend some gold to get some more troops because, damn it, I didn't realize just how much we had given up as far as troop numbers is concerned. That's probably it. It's because I don't have... Well, there are plans. We just have to wait to basically the year 602 before we can try and fix the... size problem, because... Yes, you're making steady progress. I get that, so we kind of need some more. Because admittingly, I will be the first to admit that it probably is easier for them now because they're not paying 40% of their income to us. That's probably helped them out a lot. What's happening over here? So, yeah, Rusticon now owns a chunk of the Darkspear Islands because they sent their army to attack the Zandalari homeland rather than defend their own territory. Okay, this actually works out rather nicely for me. What they're basically moved in to take a bit of Nazmir from the... Let's see. Councillor Marie is doing a superb job. I have having trouble with a town and a castle in Darkwood, and I shall of course send my councillor to try and increase the relation between them and us. But which one should I start with? So we can start with this city vassal opinion, which goes up, prosperity goes up, or I can, you know what, I'll improve my feudal vassal a bit, because I do have... Actually, I don't have feudal vassals, really. see. What are we missing here? We need the prestige is the problem. It's the annoying thing, though, is I can't afford to go to war at this point in time, which sucks. There's not a whole lot I can do about it. Though there is, if I wanted to, I could effectively vassalize myself to the Zandalari, which means, yes, I'd be paying them a bit of money and all that, but then I would be free to wage war against the other vassals without any real problems on our end. Because I wouldn't have to declare war against the whole bloody empire, I could just literally lay claim to this territory here. It is definitely an idea. It's something we can do. Alternatively, we could probably just... You know what, just for the time being... Bring him back. Because yes, we might not be as overwhelmingly powerful as we once were, but they're about to get their teeth handed to them by the bloody... They're about to get their teeth handed to them by the Zandalari army. Yes, you're making steady progress. We get... That's fine, but that does cause us some problems. Oh shit, we lost a steward. He was killed by a mob of people while he was collecting taxes. Well, that sucks. I mean, on the plus side, we'll be able to get another steward, which is fine, but let's see. Annoyingly, we have to wait for the Zandalari to take their chunk of Nesmir before we can actually properly get our tributary state back, because... Yes, I know, I kind of I cocked this one up. I can admit that. I cocked it up. I thought we'd be able to declare war and get them to bloody... And just have them get involved and bloody... Just take it as a thing and just make it our own, but apparently that's not an option we have. On the plus side, they don't have an army anymore, so we'll bring them back into the fold. At least then we will have our... Hello. It seems that Redrook is finally pushing out in order to try and... Well, I've lost the kind trait. I'm sick of being nice to everyone, so... Though Darkwood prospers, so we're doing alright.
Job done.
Gained prospering in our capital. That's not so bad. Let's see. We shall deal with stuff as it comes. That's all we can truly do. And we're gonna go beat the absolute... Okay. Who is this? Oh. During your wife's recent... Apparently Nasha... My wife, Nasha, has made it all the way to Stranglethorn to go and visit the Gurubashi. So... You know what? I'm happy to sign a non-aggression pact, because... Why wouldn't we? It doesn't affect us that much. We have to wait another year before we can swap it to stewardship, which... to try and get just a bit more bloody stuff on our end might be, but... Just to basically just to try and get rid of some of the penalties of having too big a size difference. And we'll go and conquer their territory a bit so that they'll be our vassal again. Which is good. Annoyingly, they're going to be losing a bit of their bloody income because of the bloody Kiltorans. Which is annoying. Definitely annoying. We're gonna have to deal with Redrook, because they're getting a bit too big for their britches. Plus, having them as a vassal state is just useful for us, simply because... Okay. Kiro, our young son Kiro, he's become a man. He has grown into a man. This pleases me. He is a skilled tactician. So let's see. Let's have a look at how you've come about. Yes, you're decently diplomatic. You're pretty solid martial. Pretty solid stats all around, actually. You're honest, you're stubborn, you're just, and you're groomed. He's a good boy. And we need to marry him to someone. Let's see... Formal declaration of war. So, Bone Trail, Yep, Bone Trail has declared war on us. You bastards. But that's fine. They want Bone Pit back. Well, they're not going to get Bone Pit back. And, admittedly, we don't have the option of... Well, we don't benefit from being able to get them all on side. We don't have that option. Oh crap, they actually have a pretty solid army. This isn't good. Admittedly, the battle is in our favor, and we've got reinforcements trickling in. But this could be bad. Alright, we're winning on the right flank, but they're winning the center, and they're probably going to win the left. Damn it, can we enforce... God damn it, give up, you bastard. Yeah, we've lost this one. This initial battle, anyway. But that's fine. We can survive this. Let's see, son, daughter. Can we make this happen? Between you and my son. So he likes us, but he doesn't want to marry us off to his his third oldest daughter because of political concerns. Fair enough, I guess. God damn it. Yeah, we don't have the... As much as it pains me to admit this, we're going to have to surrender, because I cannot bloody hold Bonetail. Not against this. They've been recovering. Yeah, they took Bone Pit from us, you bastards. We can take it back at some point, but... Oh. Well, Lord Kiro has passed away. Damn it. Let's see, our war ended inconclusively. So let's see. High Lord Kiro I has ascended to heaven at age 62. He died a natural death. A wrath man, people feared to cross him, or even bring bad news. A wicked man, Kiro will surely pay for his sins in the afterlife. Oh, that's not nice. That's just... He was a lot more than that. And we've lost Sithloris and this part of Nazmir, which, as to be expected... But High Lord Kiro II, a bull-headed man, Kiro's subjects may have a hard time getting a word in after he makes up his mind. Long live High Lord Kiro II. So be it. So this war ended inconclusively. Which sucks, but... what have you. We also need to appoint new people. So Mira come back. Nasha, Mother Dearest, can come back. Our steward can be... Yep. Welcome aboard. We have the old spymaster, and... yeah, we've got Mako, the court physician. Because he's still court physician. Good for him. So let's see, what do we want our ambition to be? Well, we can follow Dad's ambition of trying to unite Vuldan. Let's see. I'm tempted to build a war chest. Just building up some money and working with that. Because let's see, the council's discontent, it'll be discontent for a month, that's fine. As for land, we're going to focus on increasing our being a steward, being good ruler. And I think part of that is we're going to swear loyalty to King Rostakhan. Because let's face it, we cannot... If he'll come for our land sooner or later, we're not going to be able to stop him. So we're now part of the Zandalari Empire. It's not great, but... well, it is what it is. Nothing we can do about it. On the plus side, we now have the option of So you'd like to plot against who? We would like to back our plot to fabricate a claim the chieftain of Gold Cezanne, which is where? Somewhere down here. Okay. I'm not entirely oh, the Island of Giants. You know what? Alright. And he's going after the Gurabashi now. Wait, what? Holy crap, High Lord Kiro II is now the designated regent of the Zandalari Empire. He also wants to make me steward, which I am more than happy to accept. Okay. So things have happened. Now we need to actually get married. Let's see. Who do we want to be married to is the question. Because I'll admit, part of me is not entirely sure who I can actually get hitched to. If that makes sense, because... see, I would love nothing more than to... I would love nothing more than to hop onto the... get married to bloody... into the Rusticon royal family. But... yeah, he's not inclined to do it, simply because... he likes us, but his like for us doesn't outweigh the prestige loss and the base reluctance to at least marry his... see, that was his second youngest. What about his actual youngest? No, it's not enough. So at this point in time, we cannot marry into the... yes, I think I will back that plot to take the ominous island away from Vorik. Just simply because it's giving him an extra 700 troops. And I want to take my land back at some point. Plus it hopefully gets us into the king's good graces. Wait, who are we? Oh yeah, you're fighting against bloody... them. Wait, how many troops do we have? We don't have enough. The Plague of Northrend. In the cold lands of the northern continent, Northrend, a strange illness has broken out. The heart of the infected first stops, and then starts to pump again. But it is no longer blood that throws through the veins, it's black and green lyre spread through the decaying body. Thus far, it affects only the people of Northrend, but who knows what will happen next and whether the plague can cross the sea. Alas, that's... yeah, that is honestly a terrible thing. Yeah, and they've taken center of Icecrown, so Icecrown's theirs. Let's see. There's currently three epidemics. Well, 3 epidemics. One of them is major, and that's the plague on Northrend. We do not want to mess with it. So we can't marry into Rustican's family. That's fine. So who... can we find a suitable High Lord? Someone of... because let's see, because at the moment we're technically a High Lord, so we're kind of a Duke. He's God King, obviously, but is there anyone of similar rank. Okay, it seems to be chief at her seems to work. Okay, so what we need, Chief Zul. Yeah, we know that you're bloody drinking the demon blood. That's not a good thing. But you... who's a powerful vassal? Let's find... That's easy enough. Let's find ourselves a vassal to work with. Realm tree. So there's us. And our... see, we do offer a fair bit of our levy to... a fair solid levy to him. Okay. It seems that Vorik is... that Vorik is actually a fairly big power in the bloody world. Okay. Now what's this? Request council support. If you support me in voting, I will give you a favor. That's fine. I'm happy to do that. Oh, we can also nominate successor. Nice. For the Empire of Zandalar. View electors. So, he wants... currently the election is going in the favor for Turnanji. Okay, that's fair enough. So I'm going to nominate her too because she seems solid. She's a solid one. Let's have a look. You're not married. Can I... okay, we're too low rank for an actual regular marriage, which is fair enough. But... let's see, so you're male. So you're male, you're female. He would prefer a matrilineal marriage. However, I'm gonna call him that favor to force him. Unfortunately, unfortunately we can't actually do that because of your reason is impossible for your race as it contradicts your values and your psychology, so you have abandoned this effort. Alright, it seems that I can only really get married to bloody other Vulperan, if I had, from the looks of it. Which, I'll admit, kinda sucks, but that's an easy enough fix. And we also have the little alarm go off, so our ep recording has is going to be close to coming to an end. Let's see. Options that we have. Before we forget anything else. So we can actually vote on our own laws, so admittingly legalism isn't high enough that we can change our succession law, but we can increase our domain size so that we can actually bloody properly manage our own goddamn country. Which, you know, pretty great. And we're... God damn it. All three of the lower that we can pick to follow give us a negative to bloody stewardship. Tortuga, we're going with you. As for... Why isn't it... Okay, we don't have... Alright, we need better learning and better... bloody... So we now have... We're now alright. We've got low centralization, we're not screwed. But we do need to get hitched. And before we forget anything else, because we can't learn a class just yet, we are going to invite a woman to court. Let's have a quick look. See, she's ambitious, she's kind, cynical, and diligent. Excellent. Admittedly, it's not diplomatically what I wanted, but it's gonna have to do. We're gonna take a bit of a prestige hit from this, because she's just a courtier. But we can make some of that prestige back, so... yeah, that works out alright. We also have some new commanders, which is good. High Tribe of Zandalar. Which one's this? Oh, right. So... okay. So Talanji can... So the chiefdom of Zandalar and the Empire are two different things. Interesting. Very interesting. So how many you still have 2,000, you bastard. Whereas we don't we're still recouping our losses. It'll take a little bit of time because, well, we've also lost some fairly sizable bloody areas. But we are working on it. So let's see, we still have... we've got problems, not gonna lie, we do have issues, but we will try and grow from here. Let's see, the Sujin are not doing so well. And yes, we will call it here. We've thrown in our lots with the bloody Zandalari Empire. We're gonna have to retake some of our lands. And we'll work on stuff. We will work... because at the moment, I'm waiting for this to resolve itself so that we can finally move... so that we can move in and try and swing it in our favor. Because we can still improve our title. We can still improve... admittedly, we won't be as high as Emperor, but we can still become the King of Ul'dun. And that we can make use of. Though first, we're also going to be working on building up a treasury of 500 gold, just so that we can have a pretty solid war chest going forward. But of course, we can always just lose that bit. But we'll consider things until next time. Until then, take care. My name is Bright Ops, and I look forward to hearing from you.